their entire staff, Richard, Oscar, and everybody involved with Golden Boy. I've been involved with the top promoters in the business ever since I've been in the business. The first 5 years with Bob Arum, the next 10 with Don, and now Golden Boy. But like Richard said, I want to piggyback on what he said. It was just a smooth transition. Negotiations went smooth. No aggravation or anything like that. It was just real smooth, and I look forward to the future with Golden Boy. I think Devon is a perfect fit for the Golden Boy promotion, and I want to thank the media. Most of all, a lot of you guys have been very good and supportive in terms of the things that have been written about Devon. So I appreciate you guys always. So with that being said, thanks a lot. Thanks, Richard, and look forward to big things with Golden Boy.
Especially excited, but first and foremost, I'm really especially excited. If you look at Devon Alexander as he sits here, he really is as clean-cut, as nice of a young man as they come. I think extremely marketable, and he can fight. It is a pleasure for me, for the first time now, as a Golden Boy fighter, to introduce to you Devon Alexander.
Good afternoon, you guys. First of all, I want to thank God. That's what I do at all times. Because without God, nothing's possible. I definitely want to thank my team. You know, Kevin. He works hard. You guys know that he works hard, and you know he's always got my back. So I want to thank him. He worked hard on this deal and got the job done. He saw that Golden Boy was a nice fit, a perfect fit actually. You know, and I'm very looking forward to fighting the Golden Boy. I want to thank Richard, you know, for believing in me, you know, and you know, seeing the talent that I got and knowing that I'll be back on top pretty soon, you know, sooner not than later, you know. So I love boxing, as you guys know. I love the contact, you know. I love being on top. I hate losing, you know. And 147 is gonna be where I take over, you know. You got a lot of people talking trash already about me, but you know, but hey, it's okay. I love that, you know. I know Richard has the fighters that, you know, that'll put me in a position to do what I got to do at 147. So that's why we made this transition, you know. So I want to thank all the staff from Golden Boy. You know, they made me feel like I'm right at home. You know, from the minute I got here, you know, I have a good feeling about this. You know, Golden Boys. They're at the top of the game right now, in my opinion, and you know, I think I made the right choice, and I'm ready to get it on. Rich Shaffer, if you want to give me a fight next week, that'll be possible. That'll be good too. You know, I'm always in shape, always ready to go. So again, thank Richard. You know, I look forward to working with Richard. So you know, thanks again.
Well, I know you're always in great shape, and the idea is to obviously get you back in the ring as quickly as possible. I mentioned before some of the names at the 140 and 47 pound weight class. You have an Amir Khan, who is planning to move up. You have a Marcos Maidana. You have a Paulie Malignaggi, who is sitting back there. Who is ready to fight. I know you guys already waged a bit of a Twitter war. We have the IBF world champion, who I had some preliminary conversations, Berto. You have Matthew Hatton, who had a very good showing against Canelo Alvarez. You have win or lose, you have Victor Ortiz. You have some of the younger guys who are starting to make noise, like Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Jesse Vargas, and so on. So it's a deep pool of fighters and fights which I think can be done. My idea is to approach Showtime and HBO, both of them, and see if there's an interest to actually put together a tournament within the 140 and 47 pound weight class. Because you look at some of those names I just mentioned, I think they would make very compelling stories as well. Some of them are new faces. I think some of them have not really been exposed as much yet. Others have been exposed. They are great stories with some of these fighters I just mentioned. And I think what we need to do is we need to tell their stories. And I can very well imagine that either HBO or Showtime would be interested to put some sort of a tournament together. But as it relates to Devon, I really think that he has a tremendous future at 147. We saw that with Victor as well, when he moved from 140 up to 147. That was a good move. I think we saw a different and better, a more aggressive Victor as well. And I think with Devon Alexander, wait and see. He will become world champion, and he will, at the 147-pound weight class, making him a two-weight class world champion. And we have big plans for him.
Richard, what's your immediate ideas on this tournament? Fighters?
I will have conversations next week with HBO and with Showtime, and see what we can put together. I would think probably 4, maybe 6 at 147. Yes. But Maidana obviously already indicated that he is interested. If there are big fights for him at 47, he would be happy to move up. You have Lucas Matisse, which obviously already fought Devon. You have again Victor. You have Paulie. You have a lot of different, how shall I say, different characters, I think, which would make for a very colorful and interesting tournament. Right, Paulie?
I'm all for it. Any other questions?
Yeah, Lem?
Devon, can you go into, obviously, when you said what you said about trash talking, I looked back and I saw Paulie was smiling, it was obviously mind calmed down. Can you go into a little bit about what's gone on between you two?
Like you said, I'm not a trash talker, but I know Paulie been talking a lot of trash on the internet and all that type of stuff. But
So you started.
Huh?
You started.
Yeah.
If you don't want to start the trash talk, let's sleep in the block. Right?
I let my hand do the talking. And I'll leave it at that. Lip doesn't get you paid. Lip doesn't win fights. So I don't talk that. So
Speak for yourself.
I'm on the top.
Last time I checked, numbers had a belt. Last time I checked, numbers got a belt.
Huh?
Last time I checked, numbers had a title.
I'm at the top of my game. He's on the downslide of his game, so I can't worry about that.
That's a matter of opinion, though.
If I was to fight Paulie, it'd be a stepping stone for me. Just another name under the belt.
You lost 3 fights in a row, though. You need a comeback fight. Not a step fight.
I don't think HBO will be interested in it, but it is whatever Richard Schaefer come up with, and hey, let's see what happens. And I want to fight the best, and I don't think he's one of the top 10 in the 147 division. So I want to fight the best, and you guys know that. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Thank you. As I said, we'll go to work and get fights lined up, and so stay tuned. Thank you very much.